Kevin O'Malley is questioning what police are saying and why an officer shot his neighbor, Paul Heenan.
That incident, you'll remember, started as a burglary call after Heenan entered O'Malley's home drunk. What eventually happened on Madison's Near East Side has sparked 2 months of questions. News 3's Theo Keith has more of O'Malley's account and how Dane County's district attorney is responding. Theo.
Jen, Andy, there are only 3 people who saw the November 9th shooting. Paul Heenan is dead. Officer Steve Heimsness is on paid administrative leave. And Kevin O'Malley says Heenan was not making a move toward Heimsness when the officer shot. The shooting may have permanently scarred the Near East Side neighborhood where it happened. It did Kevin O'Malley, pictured here with his wife Megan outside their home. O'Malley had declined all interview requests until he broke his silence with the Wisconsin Center for Investigative Journalism's Bill Leaders.
I think that Kevin O'Malley felt as though the representations about the shooting that have been made by the Madison Police Department and the Dane County District Attorney's Office did not square with what he witnessed, and he felt an obligation to say so.
O'Malley's account is different than 2 previous versions. On November 12th, Police Chief Noble Ray said Heenan was reaching for Heimsness' gun when the officer shot. On December 27th, District Attorney Ishmael Ozan, citing O'Malley, said the two were separated by 5 to 6 feet when the shooting happened. O'Malley says he never saw Heenan grab at Heimsness' gun. He was drunkenly flailing and swatting at the officer, but when Heimsness shot him, his hands were in a defensive position. DA Ozan, though, says Heimsness thought his life was in danger. He says there's no evidence that suggests otherwise.
I don't know. I know there's a separation, and then almost immediately there are shots fired. Mr. O'Malley said 5 to 6 feet. It looks like that is consistent with the evidence from the crime lab.
Ozan says he understands why the community has questions, why Heenan's family and friends feel so strongly, and even why O'Malley thinks the DA's report mischaracterized what he said. I
don't believe it did. I believe what I said was true and accurate. I made my determination, and I think it will stand. There's no new information that I have.
O'Malley also says he repeatedly yelled at Heimsness. He's a neighbor, referring to Heenan. While Megan O'Malley heard those shots from her home, Ozan says no other neighbors report that happening. DA Ozan says it's not clear that the officer heard it either.
And you looked into that possibility today?
We did. The Madison Police Officers Union president tells News 3 that under stress, like a guns-drawn struggle, a body's natural reaction is to narrow down and focus only on what's most important. In this case, that's what's in front of him. Heimsness could still face punishment from his own department, and Madison police say they'll finalize their internal investigation this week.
Still plenty of questions in this tragic case. Theo, thank you very much.